Hi guys, it is Sharon back with Little Britain Company. I am excited to be here with you. Yes, I have another Hobby Lobby haul. But there's a reason. I went into Hobby Lobby for an actual reason. I needed orange paper to finish a couple of my fall albums. And yeah, I did get the orange paper. But maybe a little bit more? Just a little bit more. I want to show you what I got. I actually am very excited about my purchases today. I'm sorry about the creaking, my chair. I need to pull my chair. But before I get too far in, I just want to thank you for being here with me today and taking a look at my little Hobby Lobby haul. And I hope you like what you see. I'd love for you to keep joining me in the future. So if you want to hit that subscribe button, you can come back whenever I post a new video. I do try to post at least 2 new videos a week. And hopefully they're a little bit on the interesting side. So at the very least, you get to see what's in the stores. So let's get started. I want to start with, we'll start with what's on top. I put everything on the table, so it's really not too horrible. I did get a couple of these packs of pom-poms. I wanted to, there are a couple of different projects that I want to make with these. 250, so I should say, I want to make, there are several projects right now that I'm going to make with these. At the moment, I had looked at Dollar Tree. And at Dollar Tree, for $1.25, you would get like maybe that much. And I learned my lesson. You maybe have seen my last video. Just to be really cautious about what I'm choosing to purchase at Dollar Tree, because you can certainly sometimes get it a lot cheaper at other stores. This was one of those opportunities. These were half price, so they were $4.99. So for $2.50, I get 200 pom-poms. Little ones and big ones and medium-sized ones and so on. So I'm pretty excited. I am going to be making some different things with these. I will hold on to that idea and I will share that with you soon. Let me put these aside. So since I was getting those, I thought I would get a little bag of these. This is 100 for $1.50. They were $2.99. These are those cute ones that have kind of a bit of a sparkle to them. Very, very Christmassy. Very Christmassy. So those are cute. I picked, actually this is, so I guess I have a couple of Dollar Tree items. I did stop by Dollar Tree. I did not spend a fortune in Dollar Tree today. I found a couple of things that I wanted to pick up, this being one of them, because I want to turn these into some of those nicer paper clips for your like bookmarks or to go in junk journals. So I really like this size. I think it's really cool. So I wanted to grab some of those. And I did. I found these cute ribbons in the Dollar Tree. I'm going to rearrange these. I don't actually like the way they're arranged. So this was in the Dollar Tree. And to me, if you can see, so the ribbon part is behind this ribbon stream, I guess you could say. And to me, it should be the opposite. The ribbon should be on top, and this should be in the back. So it should actually be a really simple fix to get those rearranged the way I want them. And then I have several different things I plan on doing with these, but they're quick and easy. And in this particular sense, I thought that was okay. I hadn't seen the ribbons elsewhere. Not like that. So I'm very much excited about this idea of creating some of those special paper clip. Oh my goodness, it's sad when the mind goes. I'm very excited about creating some of those cute little paper clips. It hit me and I just went a little bit hog wild. So I got these adorable, oh my golly, I got these adorable nutcrackers. They are so stinking cute. They were $2.99, so for $1.50, I'll make 4 Really, really adorable of the larger paper clips with these. And these are just going to be wonderful markers or bookmarkers. They're super sweet. So I got those. I'll grab the other ones. Let me get the other ones out of the way that I'm going to be doing. I told you I went a little hog wild on the idea of making some of these cute paper clips. I grabbed these. There are, let's see, 12 pieces in here. What I really like about these is because they're basically the same shape, I can double side those paper clips. So I'll hot glue and then we'll put 2 on either side, almost pretty much exactly matching, which makes it just, I don't know, kind of more fun because you know that you're getting that nice double-sided look. The other ones will have a double-sided look too, but they won't have necessarily the exact same thing on the back. So I thought that one was cute. Let's see, here's some more I got. These, yes, these were a little bit more on the expensive side. And these will probably just have one wooden gingerbread on one side. And I will do a simple cutout gingerbread in felt on the other side. So using one of these as a template. But these were just so cute. They're little wooden guys. I mean, the dimension to these alone is just fabulous. But they're just adorable. And these little wooden gingerbread will make these perfect, I think they're going to make these perfect and adorable paperclip bookmarks. Or there are other things you can use for them too. So love those. They were adorable. Same with these guys. I'll put a cute little figure of felt behind them. But these are so cute. Look at this guy. I'm trying to get it centered for you. Santa is here. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. These little gnomes are really cute. And they're all pretty different. You can kind of see that they all definitely are a bit different from each other. So I like that. I think they're really cute. Yeah. So they will bookmark it for me. I think this might be the last thing I got from the Dollar Tree. I had not seen this before. I don't know if you've seen this one. I'm going to put my hands behind it. Actually, maybe. So just really adorable. I love the sweet dreams. Cute little rainbow and the panda and I'm sorry guys. In particular, I need him. I need him. He is too cute. I hope I'm not getting too bad a reflection on here for you. You've got a little bit of metallic running through his blanket, some metallic dots, and this cute little sleeping bear sticker. It's big, it's 3D, it's too cute. Too cute. I'm going to put those aside for a minute because there's something here I want to show you. I'm going to move on to this paper. So if you can see the paper here, this is the 110-pound cream cardstock. This is what you can use if you want to make an album and you don't want to cut chipboard. You can make an album out of 110. This is heavy duty. And especially if you're doing, once you do your single pages and then you're adding pages to it, this will build up on itself when you are, framing and putting the additional ones on here. This is heavy duty. It's wonderful stuff. And $16.99. The Paper Crafts was on sale for half price. So for $8.50 for 100 pieces, that will cover me for a while. When you do an album, you're not just using up the outside, the paper for the outside, to cover the outside like this. You're not just using paper to cover the outside, and you're not just using paper to create your gusset. Each one of these gussets is going to be paper. And basically you have a double-sided paper or sandwich. So I'm going to have a sandwich on a gusset. Generally that's going to be, I'm going to end up having to use 2 sheets of paper to make that, especially for this album, which I think is using 6 1/4 by 6 1/4 in length. So I'm going to be using 2 6 1/4. I can't make 2 of those. Even if I had 12 by 12, I wouldn't work. I would still have to get more paper. So 2 sheets of paper here with lots of offcuts. So 2, 4, 6, 8. So I need 8 sheets of paper. That's just to get the initial pages down. And then all of the additional opening pages, all of the additional movement that you've got going on before you add your decorative paper, all of that has to happen. So a single album, you can definitely go through at least 20 or more sheets. I would actually say more. This is going to 2, 4, 6, 8. There were at least 3 more here. That's 11. So yeah, definitely at least 20 sheets of paper. And the reason I'm going so much into depth is because it's important to know that, and it's important to remember it, so that when you're preparing an album and getting ready to do this, that you have enough pieces. So this particular album I prepped, and you might have seen it in a different video. This is a fall album that I need to finish, but I ran out of the orange paper. And I went to Hobby Lobby at least twice, and both times forgot to pick up more orange paper. It's become a joke between my husband and myself. So today I remembered the orange paper so I can finish that album. But I also ran into some other paper deals. So I'm going to tell you about those today so that if you have a chance to run to Hobby Lobby, you might be able to run into some of these deals. So I got the cardstock. This is for 100 sheets. $8.50 is pretty good. Put these down here. So then, I needed this orange. So when I looked at it, this is actually pretty close. It's as close as I could get to the orange I'm using in the album. So I'm going to go ahead and use the inner. I'm going to have a different color inner orange only because I did not plan well. But there'll be enough paper covering it that it will be negligible to notice it. So I found this one. I think it's pretty close. And I initially picked up 2 packs. So I would have, because this is 5 colors, 10 sheets of each. And I thought with 20 sheets, I know for sure that I'll have enough paper to get me through the album and to finish up what I need to finish up. And you can see I'm covering the price, because the reason I'm covering the price, I picked it up in the main aisle. I went to the end of the aisle, heading towards, in an attempt to leave, and then the Christmas stuff sucked me in. But at the end of the aisle, they had more paper packs, and they had this paper pack. The ones I had picked up on the aisle were $8.99 a piece. So they were going to work out to be $4.50. This one was $5.99. So that is a pretty intense price increase. So we are talking about some of the price increases in Hobby Lobby are as much as an additional 50% price increase. That's a lot. 50, it's pretty, maybe you don't. It is pretty uncommon for things to go up by 50%. So this is a pretty big price increase for them. So I was very happy to find this. I grabbed 2 of the 3 packs that they had sitting there. I didn't want to be piggy with it, so I made sure I left some behind for the next person who comes along. So I also found it in black, and again, I found regular paper packs for $8.99. This one was $5.99. I don't buy the white core very often, so I do make sure that when I'm picking up paper for an album, I absolutely do not want a white core for those. That's me. White core, if you're not sure what white core is, it would mean that if I took this paper and I tore it, what would show would be white on the inside. Now that's pretty cool when you're working on some of your junk journals or some other things. Not so cool when you're working on your album. So I was excited to find this one. I grabbed 2 of those, I think, because I use black all the time. Black is just a really normal base for me. Same place that I saw those, and it may be that they have very purposely moved their cheaper prices to the end of the aisle, so that might be the best place to look, because I didn't see these cheaper prices. And what's interesting is I didn't see these on the regular aisle, and I had looked because I had in the past run into one of their really big ones, the 200 sheet ones. I found that once, oh my golly, probably a month ago, maybe a little bit more than a month ago, but it was a 200 sheet mixed paper. I think you got 5 sheets of each color, quite a bit of different colors, which was great. The price, I picked up one and it was $24.99, and then I looked underneath it and the one underneath was $19.99. So that one had about a 25% price increase, but still a pretty big increase. So I grabbed the $19.99, pretty happy to find that one. So I looked. So when I was getting the other ones, I was looking for those cheaper prices on the main aisle. I didn't see them until I got to the end of the aisle and they had some things left, and I thought, I just kind of looked, honestly. I was thinking, I wonder if I need a different color now. Maybe they have another orange. And that's when I saw the price difference and grabbed these up. So again, I got some of the cream. This is 65, so this is something I would use for my pages and to cover a chipboard. I would not use this in lieu of a chipboard. So again, I use a lot of cream. I will use white on my albums. I like using white sometimes. So I grabbed 2 each of those. Pretty excited to be able to load up on those things. And then, but wait, there's more. And then I found the 12 by 12. So again, very exciting, 65 pounds, $5.99. So I was buying these for $3 a piece, which is honestly a great deal. So for $3 a piece, I have the bigger ones. So if I decide to do a slightly smaller album where my pages can be maybe 5.5 by 5.5, one of these pages can actually, one 12 by 12 can actually cover 2 signatures, or 2 base signatures in my albums. So anyway, grab those. I was actually running super low on my plain paper, so that was very exciting. Okay, so let's see if I can shift a little bit here, because I'm going to move you around just slightly. I promise. Just slightly. Okay, there we go. Let's see if that's better. More centered for me. I'm talking to the camera. That wasn't for you guys. That was the camera. Bad misbehaving camera. I had mentioned these before on a different video. I mentioned them on a Dollar Tree video when I had picked up some small packs of the Jingle Bells and realized I was wasting my money by buying them at Dollar Tree. Instead, I picked these up. These have 75 Jingle Bells. And I think the Dollar Tree ones had 12. And they had this kind of cheap little thing at the top, which I'm not interested in. 75 Jingle Bells for $3.50. So, 2.5 packs of Dollar Tree, which it would give me 24, 30. So I'm definitely getting quite a bit more by buying these bigger packs. And I know that I'll end up using these at some point in time. I mean, they're Jingle Bells. How can you not use them? So I got the multicolored. So we've got gold, green, and red. And I got the plain silver Jingle Bells, which is pretty iconic to me. So pretty excited to get these. And they certainly had decent stockpiles of these still there. Well, actually, I shouldn't say that. They still had some still there. I assume they'll get more back because they're Jingle Bells. But they are starting to sell. The Christmas items, especially the craft items, are definitely, you're definitely seeing those, the volume of those are going down. So if you need some, you might want to get out and pick some up. So I also picked up a few things. I'm going to move some of this out of the way for a second. Another Dollar Tree thing. I picked up a few things for my craft kits. I do really like making these craft kits. I have watched over the years Crafty Crafts by Dina, and I will try to link it below. But I do like the way she does. She sort of tries to change up her Christmas craft kits every year. And she's really enjoyable. If you have a chance to watch her, she really is enjoyable to just kind of listen to and watch, and I like what she does. I think that she's very talented, but she's kind of low key. And I'm just gonna say this one thing. Watching Dina and Crafty Crafts by Dina made me a much better crafter and a much, much better sewist. And the reason that I think it made me, that she helped me become so much better, is because I was watching her video one day when she made a mistake. And she was very low key and said, guys, I'm not a perfectionist. We're going to make mistakes, and that's okay. Look at it. It's still beautiful. How can, it's okay to make some mistakes. Our crafts do not have to be so perfect. And the truth is, you're probably the only one who's ever going to notice it. And that was actually incredibly empowering to me. And I hope it is to you all. I have certainly seen that with my own crafts now, because I began to trust myself and to do my crafts and to not worry about little mistakes. My stitches are pretty straight. They're pretty straight. I think every once in a while, is my 1/4 inch an exact 1/4 inch? Does it sometimes get like a smidge off? It does. Sometimes it is a smidge off, and I've asked people to look for the mistakes, and no one else finds it. Just me. Because I know it's there, and because I've always wanted to be sort of that perfect. My items, I think, are beautiful. I enjoy making them. I'm betting that your items are beautiful, and I hope you enjoy making them. And I think that we need to give ourselves and each other a break about the idea and the concept that everything will be absolutely perfect. Handmade is handmade. And one of the things that I think makes it so wonderful is that it is not always perfect, and those little imperfections are really cool. If little imperfections were not super cool, then why would little imperfections in, let's say, coins mean that the coins were a million times more valuable? So that's my 2 cents. And again, I really appreciate Dina making those comments while I watched her videos years ago, and giving me that epiphany that it's okay. It's okay. So anyway, that's my 2 cents. So going back to what I started with, which is she makes different kids craft kits every year, or activity kits, and this is something that I do too. Halloween and Thanksgiving. I don't think I've shown you all my Thanksgiving one, but I'm going to. I've got a video literally in the can waiting to come out to you about some of the things that I have coming up in my next craft fair. But we're talking about Christmas, so I picked up some Christmas items to go into my Christmas activity kits. And honestly, Hobby Lobby is truly one of the best places to pick these things up. So I was able to pick up these cute little wreath kits. I think these are adorable. I love that kids can put their name on them. I always like a frame, especially if you're giving this as a Christmas present, particularly to grandparents or other people in the children's lives. It's really a lovely gift to get a picture, especially a picture with a frame that they made. So there are 24 in here, which is perfect. I will use those in making 24 kits. I try to keep with 24 to start my year. We have these scratch ornament kits, which are super fun. So if you're not familiar with these were very popular in England. Oh my goodness, 10 years ago, 12 years ago, when my daughter was much younger. golly, before she was even a teenager, before she was even a tween. She really enjoyed these. She enjoyed the scratch off ones, and she would do designs and drawings. She's an amazing artist, truly an amazing artist. She's just very talented. So that's what you do. You basically take these little wooden sticks and you etch designs into your ornaments. It's very cool. So I picked up some of those. Kids have a great time doing that because they're really, they don't draw with anything other than this wooden pencil. And it's nice for parents. You're going to get a little bit of residue as the black comes off, but that's okay. That's okay because it's nothing like if you were painting or some other things. I also picked up these super cute puppy dress-up stickers. Y'all know I've got dogs. I am a dog person. I love my dogs. It's not that I don't like cats. I love cats. I'm quite allergic to cats, so I can't really be around them. But I'm very much a doggy person, and these are adorable. So you get stickers that go with them. I thought this would be so cute. So many of our kiddos have these, have their wonderful pets. Receipt. I'll move that away. Let's see. What else did I get? Oh, yes. I picked up this. I think was the last thing I picked up today for the kits. I have some other things for the kits that I'm putting together. I really, really like my kits to be very full. I want the kids, when they get into it, to have things that they can do. And I am considering, because I've now purchased a number of items for the kits, I'm considering doing a countdown kit. So, if you're watching this video, actually, if you hear me, you're watching the video. But if you wouldn't mind letting me know, what do you think? Do you think a countdown kit would be a nice difference to just an activity kit? So I could do a quick wrap on each one, on each of these, put them into, I have some really good, easy envelopes to put them into, put a number on them, and that could be super fun. So that's kind of fun. Okay, so let me move those for a second. Back to the Dollar Tree, and I'm sorry about jumping in back and forth. I found this 2022 a desk calendar, and I think I got this one for a penny too, because their 2022 stuff is kind of on its way out, and I'm gonna do something different with this. I don't know what, but at the moment, I just thought, we'd give it a shot, see if it was a penny, and then see what I might want to do with it. It's nice to sometimes have your chipboard set up for you. So this one would open up and kind of sit flat for me. So I'm going to work on that. I'll let you know what I decide to do with that one. Okay. So back to my paperclip idea. And the paper clips work for bookmarks. As I said, they also work for other things. I love them. I love to use them in notebooks. I love to use them as bookmarks. Love to use them in the junk journals. And so I picked up these cute guys. They're a little bit different, and certainly the paperclip for these is going to be slightly smaller, and it'll have something different behind it. But these are so cute. Love the snowflakes, and I like the sparkle with them. So I'll probably attach those to a nice white paper clip, and maybe make a pack of 2 packs of 4 out of this one, and just see how they do. It doesn't have to be a ton. I just really like those, and I love the cardinal. The cardinal, to begin with, to me is a very Christmassy bird, but I'm originally from Virginia, so cardinal. That was our state bird. I'm sure it still is. And then I also picked up, I had not seen this one yet. I picked up these cute little cupcake picks. It actually says it right there, and I'm still not coming up with the word. This was $1.99 for 24, and so it brings it down to basically $1. I am going to try to get the stick out, put the paper clip in, and then I will automatically have a double-sided one. I really like that idea. I don't know how well it'll work, but you know, for $1, I can, if it doesn't work on the first couple, I've only lost, you know, one or two, and then I can try the other ones on something else. Plenty to do there. So let's see, let me get this out of the way. I'm holding off some of this for last, the best for last. I always do that at Christmas too. Save the best for last. So since I'm mixing things up for you today, this is a paper pack from Joann Fabric. And they just had these, I do not know if this is still on sale, but it was on sale for about half price. And since I have not finished my Hocus Pocus album, since I'm still in the midst of working on that one, I'm going to have that out for you. I actually finished putting the page concepts together. For me, that's always kind of the longest thing. Deciding what I want to do with each page, what kind of interesting movement do I want from my albums. It's one of my favorite things about the albums is how interactive they are, how there's so much movement in them. But I have that done. So I went to Joann Fabric last week and picked up this wonderful paper pack for half price, and I am so sorry. Let's see. Well, maybe I do know how much it was. How much was it originally? Nope. But I'm sure it was under $10. So 12 by 12, 36 sheets, under $10 is a pretty good deal. These are wonderful. These are, I am pretty positive these are moths, not butterflies. But I love the foil on them, the gold foil. On the back, you get this really nice distressed black. But a fair warning, when they did they did some form of embossing on those, and it does come through here a little bit. I don't know if you can see that, but definitely the embossing came through. So you would have to you might have to think about that when you were using those. I do like the owls and the moths, in particular like the moons. The moon plays, I mean, the moon in Hocus Pocus plays definitely a central role. Really like this celestial type paper. It has sort of this blue running through it. It's pretty cool. Probably that's not going to be my Hocus Pocus paper. Nice gray with these half moons. Kind of an interesting, to me, this is very Art Deco 1920s. This whole pad is, I think, a little bit Art Deco 1920s. Maybe that's kind of what the vibe I've been getting from it. So I'll do it this way. I think you can see these. So then we have this. I got no idea. I got nothing. This interesting black and white, maybe smoky, maybe something else, maybe watery. But it's an interesting effect. And then these I like the moons on this side. And then we get this eye. I like the eye quite a bit, but we also get these, which are definitely going to be cut aparts for me. You get a Ouija board, you get sort of an all-seeing eye, you've got the palm reader, the owl and the snake and the moon, the phases of the moon. So that one is pretty super cute. And again, to me, these play out as cut aparts for me. You've got the hand and the snake. You've got an hourglass here. And again, the moon phases and the eye. And then you have a nice moon and sun dark paper. Then, let's move this around. So now we get moths again. They definitely have different effects, don't they? Between the moths in the front. And then you have an hourglass design here. Dark. This is actually purplish, if you can't see that one. I'm hoping you can see it. But this is very purplish. Starry, starry night. And we have the foil eye And on the back of the foil eyes, you have a purple moon phases. And again, the embossing on this has lifted through the back of the paper. So just something to think about if you are interested in that one. I love this side. Very spooky. With the snakes and the skulls. Very spooky. And then over on this side, we have the phases of the moon going around. Cute. We have phases of the moon on all of these. I like the big moon. And this is, I may end up really just cutting out one of the big moons. Fussy cutting it. Because I really like that for Hocus Pocus. But there's some of the other moons that I'm not as crazy about. Again, I like the celestial paper. And you've got a sort of the, again, not again. Well, yeah, again. Different pictures of some of these more horoscopy, maybe? Snake, hourglasses, eye. So kind of creepy, but you know. So we get more of, is that more of that? Yeah. Really quite a bit of that one. Look at that. Huh. The only difference I can see here is it looks like these lines are purplish as opposed to straight white. And on this one, I don't know if I'm going to help or hinder when I do this. This is mostly snakes. If you see that, you can see kind of mostly snakes. So again, we have moths. We have sky. I don't know if I'm repeating myself now. We've got that weird. I think at this point we're doing a bit of repetition, but not totally. I'm almost through the pack, and I can see that there are differences here. I didn't see this speckled look on the other moons. This is a skull instead of the cut apart looking ones. I like those. This is a very speckled, this looks like it's like a light lavender speckle running through here instead of the white or yellow. And you've got this palm reader palm in the goldish flake. You also have, kind of a nicer night sky. Actually, I might use this for the, this side of it for my Christmas story little golden book. Because to me that looks a little bit like the night sky for the birth of Christ. But, yeah. Okay, so you have more of this distressed black. Now, we saw this at the front, but it had the embossing coming through, and it was more white or lighter colored. In this one, the distress, what shows it behind the black, is like that light purple. And then you have phases of the moon with some crystals. And then you have, I think it looks to me like you have two cut apart pages with a really nice purple. But again, the embossing has come through. And on this one, the gold's come through. So let's take a look at some of these. Honestly, guys, I think I really bought this for this. I loved that. And I really liked this one, if you can see it. I put a spell on you. I know I'm going to use those in the album. I do like some of these other cut aparts. Kind of creepy. I like the eye because this eye reminds me of book in Hocus Pocus. Book! Sorry, had to. And you know, these are, I like the tags. Tags are cute. I really do. These are really nice. Definitely a lot of really nice foil going on here. So that's it for that one. That was my only Joanne fabric. I think that was my only Joanne fabric. Okay. So let me show you what else I found. I am still finding a few of these Tim Holtz pieces. I love these. These are so cute on a little golden book junk journal. They really are. You can put them on the two corners on the front. You can do the front and the back too if you wanted to. So if you do just the front of a little golden book, you're going to get 6 books out of these. But they are thick so that they go on and you can press them to place. These are really nice. And then I found, this is what I want. This is part of what I wanted to show you. Again, there's more sale stuff. Let me do the sale stuff. Let me finish with sale stuff. So this one had been $7.99. It was down to $2.24. I did pick up these cutaway cards from Cricket Joy. This is only 8 cards. This is really heavy, guys. I wish I could tell you how heavy that actually is. But it is. It's got a bunch of different colors in it. So I certainly have, cutaway cards. But I liked this one. And for $2.12, I thought it was a pretty decent deal. Particularly because of the weight of this, the heft of this. Tells me that we've got some good quality going on here. So not surprised. I did pick up, these were these Thinlits, these Tim Holtz Thinlits. They were originally $22.99. They were on clearance for $5.74. I did find this in their clearance section. They certainly still had a number of the Thinlits left. So I can only imagine these did not sell well because they're tiny, guys. These little guys, these little houses are ickle bickle. Let me pull this out so you can see what I mean when I say ickle bickle. Let's see if I can get this open. I would show you, except that I cannot open it. There we go. It's hard to open. Okay, so inside they even have them in, they have them in additional little smaller holders. But look at the size of these. So looking at these houses, I almost would have thought that you were looking at sort of some bigger houses. And I only, at the moment, still have like the very small Sizzix cutter. But that's part of the house. That's going to fit through my Sizzix cutter, no problem. And it's small. So you're going to have some tiny houses, but adorable ornaments. I looked at these and I was thinking, oh man, if I use some of my glitter paper, remember I can't use glitter because Mr. Brit, Big Brit, despises glitter, despises it. He is a good sport about everything. He's not a great sport about straight up glitter. He's okay if it's glitter paper. So, and honestly, I think the glitter paper will work a little bit better. You won't have to do the additional step of adding the glue and adding the glitter to these. But I think these are adorable. But they are tiny. So you're going to get, let's see, 1, 2, 3. He always has so many awesome pieces. Look at that little piece. Ickle bickle. But adorable. But ickle bickle. So really, really super sweet. So put those back in there. Okay, I'll keep that together. I do, one of the things I really love about the Tim Holtz is that I guarantee you there's a video somewhere about someone doing something amazing with these, and I can't wait to see it because that's how he rolls. I also found this Thinlit. This was originally $19.99 down to $4.99. Really sweet picture, but in particular, I really like, well, I already have a pennant. I do like looking at some of the different sizes. I'm hoping that this is a slightly different size than the one I have, so it's easy for me to make the additional pieces to go on top, if that makes sense. So for layering the pennant that I have, this would be great if this was either a little bit bigger or a little bit smaller to make those layers stand out. But I love the sign. I thought that would be so cute for so many things. I can do a spooky sign, you know, witches this way, mummies that way. I can do, oh my goodness, I can do North Pole sign from this. I can do an Easter egg hunt sign from this. I mean, pretty much any holiday, you can do this cute little sign. The hearts are pretty cute. The sorry, I just dropped something. The hearts are pretty cute, but I really like the numbers too. I thought the numbers were really nice. They're a nice size, so I'm happy with those numbers. And so I do think I'm sure I'm going to get use out of the cupcake. Maybe the house. I have the other houses, and this one's pretty cute. I'm sure I'll use the hearts come that Valentine's Day. I love the bow on top of this package. I don't love the package. I think the package is a little bit weird for me. That's just mine, 2 cents. But I do like the bow on top of the package, and I'm sure I'll get use out of that. So, and then I found these letters and numbers. And if you can hear something, that's little Britt, who's decided to make his presence known. But I'm sure he's going to be quieter.
Sorry.
There you go. So I found this one. This was $19.99 down to $4.99. This is just your simple alphabet and numbers. Really like these numbers in particular for Countdown to Christmas album. I just like the design. I like the font quite a bit, and there's plenty we can do with the font with the cutout letters. So really liked those. I thought that was wonderful, and I splurged. I splurged today because I couldn't not splurge, because I love these. I love these soldiers. Love, 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 love. So this was $19.99, and that is what it was. This was not on sale. This is the new Christmas Tim Holtz Thinlits. It is stinking adorable. I absolutely adore it. I love the tin soldier. I love the British soldier so much. I love the band director. These are just wonderful. The richness of these die cuts is fabulous, and they are small enough that I can use these in my very small little Sizzix mini. I don't think it's called a mini, but it's the miniature one. I did watch Tim Holtz's Christmas special on these and what some of the other makers had done. It's just fabulous. If you have a chance to watch it, I will try it. I may not be in there right away. I will try to go back in and add the link for that, because it's, fabulous. Just fabulous. Just some of the most adorable ideas, but I had to get, just had to. So, again, I don't normally splurge on the full price ones. Maybe I will more now, but... And the other one that I did also splurge on, this one was $22.99, which is interesting because I probably would have been happier if this had been $22.99 and this had been the $19, but whatever. But I really do like this. These are the Thinlits. These are the, vintage labels. And I do love these. Again, perfect. I'm going to sneeze. I am so sorry. Oh, I apologize. But I do love the vintage labels, and they are harder to come by. I like just the way that this is done. I guess in particular, I love these. This just really reminds me about a 1920s type labels. Really adorable. And I certainly like, circles are just super easy to use. So we've got these nice circles in here, and these labels. I have not seen a Tim Holtz video on these, but I bet you there is one. I just haven't seen it. So, and everything of his is so well packaged. I just have to say, so love Tim Holtz. He's super wonderful. So I have saved maybe not the best for last, but the most interesting for last. It looks like, to me, I've never seen these, and maybe I'm wrong. I have never seen this kind of a thing. So these are Paper Studio, and they look very much like Tim Holtz stuff. Just a heck of a lot cheaper. Paper Studio was on sale this week for 50% off, and I thought these were just amazing deals. So in this one, there are 6 frames. I'm going to even open it for you. Let me know, again, in the comments, if you've seen these before. Please let me know, because this was eye-opening for me. I was so surprised to find these. These are wonderful. They really are. I love the detail. I love this. I love the framing of this. This to me would be something I would use on the cover, and probably I would, I will. I'm going to glue like from here to here so that I can put I can still slide a picture in. And I apologize if I'm not on the screen. My camera is high enough that I actually can't see it. So I can't look into it to double check that I'm well within your eyesight. But to me, this is perfect for being able to slide a picture in. So I'm going to want to go up to a certain extent so that I can still slide the picture in, but have this good and secure. So I love that one. All of these would probably be a similar type deal where I want to be able to slide the picture in and change it out. I love the idea of being able to have an album where I can switch out the pictures with different timing. So this is another one. All of these are really well done. This one has a stain on it, though. Look at that. Can y'all see that? It's got some weird blue stain, and I would say that's part of the antiquing of it, but nothing else on here has this bluish stain on it. So that's, we'll figure that one out. I'll probably put a a sign on that part that'll hide it. So some kind of a little signage on top of that. Again, they look almost like they belong in a turn of the century or 1800s album where you put the old tintypes in there. So they're really cute. Very Victorian. So it looks like this one looks like they've gone a little bit further backward. Whereas Tim Holtz things are very, to me, very steampunk, very kind of turn of the century, up through some, he goes through several decades, but to me his things seem very steampunk, and these seem just much more Victorian, or at least these particular frames do. Put this back in here. So I thought those were really cool. And I found this really cool 30-piece embellishment for $4.49. And again, this was half price. So this was $2.25 for 30 pieces. Inspire, Wander, Believe, Love. It looks like there's some repetition in here. We've got Create, Hope. So I don't know how much repetition there is in here. Inspire. But it's pretty cute, and I do like the way this is done, so definitely worth the try. And then I saw this cute thing. 50 die cuts. I'm sorry, 50 designs, 2 of each, 100 pieces, not 50 pieces, 100 pieces. And I went, oh my goodness. So these are nice. I'm feeling some very heavy duty. Some of these are very heavy duty. Some of these are thinner. That's what the back looks like. So I haven't touched these. Let's take a quick look what we got here. Okay, so this to me feels like it's probably maybe 80 weight. This could be 110. This cute little top hat. Put that on a snowman. So we do have duplicates. This one is slightly heavier. This feels like a lighter weight chipboard to me. This thread, the vitriola. Again, a little bit heavier. Not a heavy duty chipboard, but definitely chipboard. We've got keys. This is paper. This is going to be your lighter 80 weight. Same with, and look at that, and the way they're cut. Some of these I might be thinking that these are, oh, look at that. So I thought these were chipboard because they were thicker. They're not chipboard. I'm betting now that they're all about 110 to 80 to 110 weight paper. because they were stuck together that made me think that there was they had a better thickness. So we've got a crown. I love that. Look at that woman. We've got a I love this pocket watch. Little writing hand, perfume bottle, frame, a shoe. Actually, 2 shoes. I just found out recently, when was it? It was in the 1900s, in this past century, that we went from having all shoes were basically the same. There was no left or right shoe. The shoes were really just shoes. They were both the same, and then someone figured out feet aren't the same. So we've got the mantle clock. I'm going to quick go through these. Oh, I love that. Look at that. Look at that little. So we have the camera. Wonderful scissors. These are the cute little embroidery scissors. Look at the little boot. Oh my golly. Adorable. That is adorable. Got the globe. Let's see. Definitely has Africa and Europe on it. No, I'm sorry. No, that was so small. That is actually North and South America on it. So that is either a violin, which it could be a violin, but it could also be a bass, because my eldest son played the bass, and that thing was huge. Oh, it's probably a cello. Yeah, it's probably a cello. Then we have some of the old-fashioned luggage. A wiki. Weights. So cute for a recipe book. We have clock or pocket watch. We have silverware. Dress form. I love that dress form. Isn't that pretty? We have an old-fashioned phone. More of the world. The man in a bowler hat. Gotta have a man in a bowler hat. I really hope you guys can see these. Oh, look at the little bicycle. Isn't that cute? Look at the bicycle. A tuba. Nice tuba. Little Bert plays the trombone, so he's going to say trombone is better. Go ahead and say it, little Brit.
What my mother just showed is a baritone, not a trombone. Not bugger. Of course not. It is a baritone, not a tuba. A tuba is bigger and how.
Oh, it has a bigger or wider.
No, they have, and also the mouthpiece doesn't come out the top, and the valves are to the side.
I appreciate him sharing, because I didn't know. Well, I was recognizing when I put it down that it was probably not a tuba, but I did not know what it was, so I'm glad he knew. So we have this really cute bird cage. Oh, I think that's the clock again. Oh, look at the plane. Oh my golly, I love that. Oh my goodness, I love that plane. We have some wonderful fountain pens. Okay, more keys. Oh, look, we found the other shoe. Put those out of here. Oh, look at this typewriter, guys. Look at that typewriter. Oh, and with the paper on it, you can put a cute little note on there. Little hot air balloon. That one's tiny. Tiny hot air balloon. More luggage. A different dress form. So it looks like we've changed time periods here with this dress form. Model T. We have a Baroque column. Looks pretty Baroque to me. I think that's Baroque time period. Oh, there's another one. Oh my goodness, look at that. So we've got this wonderful chair, an archway. I love the writing across here. This is very architectural. Oh my golly. Look at the sewing machine. That's fabulous. This is very much a creator's set, I think. Another cute little key. Oh, really wonderful little perfume bottle. So I like that there's some bigger and smaller ones. We've got the cameras. A different typewriter. Oh my goodness, I love this one. So, so cute. Oh, an older sewing machine. I'm sure it would have been Singer. We have got another hot air balloon that's pretty fabulous. I'm going to put it like this so you can really see it. Oh, look at the bicycle. Oh my goodness, that is a fabulous bicycle. I must put a Santa on top of him. We have a couple of frames and a Victorian house that actually looks somewhat similar to ours. We don't have this part of the porch, but that's a very similar design to the house I'm sitting in right now. And some cute little feathers. Feather in your cap. And a frame. That is it, guys. That is everything in that pack. That was super cute. I really think there are a lot of wonderful options in here. I will have to be looking around and seeing if they have any others like that, because this was fun. And looking forward to using some of the Sizzix and showing you all a few more things and getting some more of those videos done now that I have orange paper to finish some of what I started. So thanks for hanging out with me today. Really appreciate it. I really appreciate your time. I hope you enjoyed what you saw and it was useful to you. And if you are feeling the urge, I really hope you'll think about subscribing so you can join us in the future every time I have a new video come out. Thanks so much. Cheers.